Tumeenda kwa hoteli. So time niko na mafans. Niko na maboys hapo. Huyu jamaa anakata kwa mnoma. So we got into a hotel and I asked for food. Nikaitisha chapo 15. Tulikuwa tuna dishi, man.
Wait. Chapo 15.
Chapo 15. So that guy never served me. That lady never served me.
Ulikuwa umeoga?
Asikuwa nimeoga.
Hii nilikuwa time ya kuita madha.
Nimefika hapo sherehe yangu ni hizi chapo 15.
15.
Msiniekeni tu supu. Kata hiyo kitu. They never served me by they served everybody else. They thought I was joking. So wakaniuliza uko serious for the last time. Wakaniletea lakini. So chef alikuja kuangalia ni nani?
What is that one thing that you were looking for in a wife?
At that time, I didn't have anything that I'm looking for in a wife.
She's a female. She's a female.
By the she was my first love, like.
Oh, really?
I have like a girl before her, So ilikuwa tu tukikuwa tu sawa, si tuendelee tu.
Omanyala unajua kitu unasema? You know what you say?
I know.
So you are a virgin before? Because that's what you say.
In other words. Yeah.
Okay. What was wrong with some of us? Kimbia kwa mavichaka na mamiwa.
Yeah, she was my first love, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Who was this one person you met and you told yourself, you know what, if today Mungu ikatae kukimbia, nimeachieve?
Now, I've had those moments a couple of times. When I was joining athletics, I was looking up to Johan Blake, the second fastest man in history. And then at the Olympics in 2021, I met him. We had a chit chat, and then nikaingia game nikampiga. I was like, manze, sasa mnirudisha tu home.
Sasa kuna kitu kingine.
Nimemaliza.
Tongareni ya munizike within 72 hours.
Yeah, I mean, like, for me that was the moment nikajiambia yenyewe life can throw anything at you.
Imperial Gardens Kikuyu by Username Properties. Just 15 minutes from Kikuyu town, get your 8th acre plot for just 1.249 million shillings. SMS plot to 20321 or call 0725 000 222.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lessons at 30 with Dr. Ofweneke, only on Dr. Ofweneke TV. And as a big shout out to each and every single person, of course, the new subscribers, almost 5,000 of you, 6,000 of you who have just joined the Lessons at 30 family. Thank you so much. And of course, a big shout out once again to all our past guests, and most specifically to our immediate past guest, of course, Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi. That was such an amazing episode. It has caused buzz all over the country, all over the world. I'm getting feedback from everywhere, from the US, UK, London, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa. And guys are still focused on core values. What are me? I've done my homework. I finally know what core values are, but I'm asking you that is watching. What are your core values, all right? That's the question. Thank you so much. And I need guys to know one thing. Because I've seen a lot of guys, what you guys don't understand is I am the number one student. I am index 0001 on this University of Lessons at 30. So even when I call guests here, I'm also learning a few things as well. I don't have monopoly of intelligence and wisdom and experience about life. I'm also calling guests because I'm also benefiting from them in terms of learning about a few things here and there. But over and above, if you're new to the family, karibuni sana. This is Lessons at 30. right. My name is the Eagle himself. The Duke of Kakamega, Dr. Ofweneke is my name. And asanteni sana once again, we are sending money all over the world in the safest way possible. And especially all of us wanaanza kujiprepare kwanza kurudi home. Now you want to send money for shopping in advance, pesa kununua kambuzi, ngombe for Christmas and family gatherings. You better start sending that money right now. And you can actually send it to a bank account or send it directly to a till account. And the only mode that you can trust is Lemfi. So download Lemfi on your mobile phone so that you're able to transact money and send money across the world in the safest way possible, right? Wale wa kununua mashamba, we are still buying shambas, you guys. I told you, sahi wanaume huwezi kuna ni watch kama una shamba. I don't know what you're trying to do. If you don't have a shamba, at least make an attempt. And these days, property companies are actually giving payment plans so that you're actually able to buy a piece of land at the end of the day. 80 by 100, a quarter, a third, whichever, half, an acre, and even a full acre itself. Jaribu kubai shamba, baba. Jaribu kubai shamba mama. Siku za wanaume peke yake kuwa na shamba zilisha. Hata wewe kama demu unaweza kuwa na shamba. And you can only trust one company in Kenya. And that is Username Properties. Check on the squeeze bar what shambas we have. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you're already seated back and relaxing. Whether you're watching from your car, you're watching from the office, you're watching from the house, you're on TV, you're on your tablet, your mobile phone. Tonight, I bring you an amazing gentleman, a record breaker, one of the most calm, mature brands that I know. And ladies and gentlemen, the fastest man in Africa. My God. With the records everywhere, club, I'm telling you. And every time the media and bloggers and online news agencies, every time they try to shake him in any kind of way, whether professionally or even private life-wise, this guy has always come out and stood firm. The epitome of maturity when it comes to a brand. And even when he loses a race, you don't see a person who's lost. You see a person who's ready to do it again the next time he's called upon. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to invite on the show our guest lecturer for the night, the one and only Fadi Omanyala. Ladies and gentlemen.
That was a proper introduction, man.
For a proper man.
Yo, brother, yeah.
Karibu sana.
Asante bana.
Fastest man in Africa.
That's me, manze.
Reality na kuitiki. Does reality ever hit you?
No, it took a while, by the way. After tumevunja record, it took like 3 months for me to understand. Because sometimes I was waking up at 3 a.m. Like, this might be a good dream, manze. I wake up, I'm like, oh yeah. It's happening. Naangalia hadi simu. So narudi back to the photos. I'm like, yeah, I did break the African record. Because do you know how long that like we're only 10 people in the world ever who has ever run that faster, that time of faster.
Ilikuwa what duration?
That was in 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Did you see it coming?
No. Actually, that day it was, ile to design. We are going into a competition. It's the last race of the season. And I had a very good season 2021 because that was my breakthrough year. And we were warming up. It was all excitement. And I'm home, People have been seeing me at the Olympics. I was in a Diamond League somewhere. I was in Finland. I was doing rounds. So now our son is back. There's this event and he's running. So there was a lot of excitement. Gatlin was there, the former world champion. Trayvon Bromell was there, the former world Indo champion. And we had other stars as well. So at the warm-up, the excitement, people are there, they're cheering me on. I have like a crew of 15, 20 people who are just there, like watching me, wananibebea bags, maji, nini. So that excitement, I pull my groin. And the race is like 15 minutes to go. And everybody is waiting for this race. The president, the former president was there. Everybody was just shouting, our time is 100 meters. And now I'm at the warm-up and I pull my groin. So my manager is there. He's from South Africa and he's also a physio. So we go onto a physio bed, get a ointment, try kuifinya. It was swollen a bit.
How may feel before?
No, the excitement, when you're excited, you try to sprint before warming up. So for us, you need to warm up a bit your muscles before you start sprinting. So at that moment, you're just like in the zone. Unakimbia too. So then that's why nika strain their groin. So we were there kwa hiyo tent, me, my coach, and my manager. We're just there. We're trying to see if we can bail out of this race.
You're thinking of leaving?
Yeah, I was thinking of not running.
Oh, Kenya nchi yetu. Oh my God, what would have happened to us? So when we are waiting to celebrate you,
Yeah, I mean, I was at the warm up. I haven't warmed up. It's like 15 minutes to the rest, and I've strained my groin. So then, and my song is being played in the stadium. You know, the Omanyala song.
Yes.
So I'm just like, what's going to happen here? So I just said, let me go, because it was swollen, yes, but at least let me just go. Ikikata ikatalie kwa field, you know. So that was the mentality. I got into the cold room. You know, there's a room that we get in before we get into the rest, where they hold all the competitors before we walk into the event. So we went to the cold room. I walked in the last person after they have called me for like 10 times, because I wasn't sure if I want to run.
So before you even get into the cold room, what is going through your mind? Is it the repercussions, the consequences? Are you?
No, man. At that moment, I had the best season of my life.
So you're like,
like,
this
is the last race. You're not qualifying to go anywhere. We're just, trying to enjoy, because this is an event that the 100 meters is the first time it's being held in Kenya, this big. So, I mean, we're just going there for enjoyment and the appearance fee, of course, that you've been paid. You know, for me, that was not, it wasn't even my darkest mind that I'm going in for a record.
So you get into the cold room, you've been called 10 times, at least you respond to the last one.
Yeah.
So what makes you sure? Okay, let's do this. I mean, 22.
No, I mean, I got into that cold room and I was like, ikikatika acha ikatikie ndani kwa field, at least people will see. You know, so getting there, so basically it has thrown me off. You know, the whole plan that we had, execution, get a good start, get a good drive, that was out. Like for me, and hapo ndani za tu nikimbie. If I told her run, then let the leg run. So we're just there to corner these big stars, and I'm just like, man, I don't know if I'm going to run. So we go into the field, and the screams, everybody's on their feet, nobody wants to sit down. And I'm just like, I wish these people knew.
Naweza pata puncture anytime. Naweza toboka amekuwa.
And then now and it was being televised like worldwide, people are watching, and it's the last event of the race, of the year. So I got into the field, I did a bit of a jog, just at that moment, siski anything. Like mentally, niko zoned in, like I'm just thinking about Mazee Mguu. I can't even hear what people are saying. I'm just hearing screams and all kind of stuff. So we come set our blocks. For me, this race was the next step, not even the finish line. For me, it was, can I step the next step?
So you're telling your mind, let's see how we can handle this.
Yeah, let's just do the next step. And then 22. Once you feel something, stop. So that's the mindset that I went into this record race.
Well, so the gunshot is up. One, two, three, let's go.
So the guy on my left, the guy who won the event, got a very good start. He's a very good starter, like one of the best world starters. And he got a jump over every one of us. So he was like a meter or two ahead of me at the 10 meters. So at that moment, I'm not thinking about anybody who's in this race. I'm thinking about myself, because I don't know if I'm going to hurt myself. So at the 30-meter mark is when, like after the low drive, and then we are like we are up straight. Now we are reaching for the strides and all that. Nika realize Mazee Mguu is a move. At 30 meters. Yeah, Mazee like, this thing can wheel. And this guy was like 3-4 meters away. So nikaanza sasa kuingia kwa race. I was now chasing this guy. So now my mind was now in the race. So now I started chasing this guy.
This whole time we don't know what is happening. Sisi tuko tumepiga nduru. Kijana wetu kwa ajili wewe unakonta.
Mimi niko hapo, I'm running 70 meters of this race. So then I chased this guy down. After the finish line, I was happy that my leg could get to the finish line. I wasn't happy about the time. I wasn't happy about anything else. I was just happy that I finished this race healthy. So then it took around 10 minutes to get our times. So we're just there, tunaangaliana tu. The stadium is silent. We don't know what time this guy has run. But the commentator said, based on the first time, like the guy who's won the race, Omanyala might have broken the African record. So everybody's just waiting. The times as Jaleto kwa board bado. So it's just there. Tumesimama.
Heart beating like crazy.
I know. So we're just in the moment. Like what could have happened? So I mean niko happy. Like I'm done. Like the season is done. 2021 is done for me. And then the time comes up. 977.
You're the fastest man in Africa.
And that record has taken a while because it was set in 2006 by some Nigerian guy. So it was how many years? 15 years older.
After 15 years, you come out of nowhere and you break the record.
But that year, the South African guy had broken it 2 months ago before we ran. So the guy
oh my God.
The guy ran a 984. So then I came and broke it 2 months later, 977.
Has it been broken again?
Not yet. But we will break it.
You yourself?
I'll break it. I mean, based on the competition that we have right now, I think I'm the only person who can break that time. Because I've done 9-7 3 times. 4 times.
So just a little bit of a push.
Yeah. Just need to find my balance and get the rhythm.
Before we get to know who we wake up and we're like, okay, we have this new generation now. Because we grew up in the era of Akina, Paul Terregat and Catherine Dereba and the rest. And now we have this new face to athletics in Kenya.
Yeah.
But before we knew you, who kijana alikuwa wapi?
It was a journey. At first, me niliwacheza rugby. And I loved rugby. Yeah, I was playing rugby. And that was my first love for sport. Because in high school... Okay, I'll take you back, kidogo.
Truly, we have time in our hands. The viewers are watching. And make sure kama Wi-Fi yako inaisha, download Koro Loan app, enda upate loan, uweke Wi-Fi, wache katika na Wi-Fi kwa nyumba, unaenda kuona kwa jirani.
Yeah, so 2014 is when I finished my high school. But then, before everything else, I was a sporty guy. Because home, my dad used to play football. He was a fast guy. My mom also the same. So
wait. Both of your parents used to play football?
My mom kidogo, but my mom also ran. I think standard 6 or something.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nilijua mimi fast because I was a cheeky boy. And every time nilikuwa napigwa viboko, nilikuwa na slip off. Na wakinifuata wako wananishika. And I'm like 6-7 years old.
Chup!
Madha alikuwa akishika skati hivi. Mabro zangu walikuwa wanashikwa wote, but me hawako wananishika. So that's when I knew I had speed. But I didn't know that this is something that I can use, to
try and probably earn a living and make a living out of it.
I was just happy that I'm fast. Anytime we were competing with my brothers, they were older than me, but nilikuwa na beat too. So that was my bragging rights hapo. Wakisavu lazima mimi niko kwanza beat.
Are you the last born?
No, I'm the third born.
Third born?
Yeah.
In a family of?
5 boys.
5 boys?
Yeah.
Hakuna dem?
Hakuna dem.
Madendo
dem.
Watu wangu. Mgrow wapi?
Tuligrow place ya Tongareni.
Tongareni?
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Ni marelatives wa Yesu. Omanyala Omanyesu.
Yeah, that's how we grew up.
So, kwa hivyo ulizaliwa home?
Mimi nilizaliwa Ushago. Tulizaliwa Misi, and then we moved to Tongareni, sasa place mzali by Shamba. So that's where we grew up. And we studied in schools around there. And then school bado nilienda Kamsinga, Western.
How was it even before you get to school? How was it growing up? I mean, the relationship between you and your dad, relationship between you and your mom.
It was a bitter sweet relationship. Bitter sweet because anytime we used to see them, unajiuliza kama umefanya makosa. Because we were cheeky like boys, my boys too.
Yeah, it means
there's a time we even acted wrestling. So I was the ref. And that day mzee alikuwa amebaimiwa. So haikuwa imekatwa. So we were the guys walitumia kubreak hiyo miwa. Tulipigwa zikivunjika tu.
Pata. Were you all of you?
Yeah, so I was the ref. So my elder 2 brothers were the guys. So walikuwa wamevaa, unajua kitambo there was this triangle pants. So hiyo ndo alikuwa amevaa.
Sasa ndo Mungu mlitoa mali bwana. So kama unavaa boxer shukuru Mungu mtoa. Iko anakuja hii.
So they were fighting and then that time the WWE was like beating up.
So Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, so it was a bittersweet because now every time unajua tu kuna kama kosa kametokea mahali ni kupigwa. And my dad wanted us to really be smart in school. So we had a library. We had books in the library. Everybody had his own desk. So ilikuwa kusoma. So that was the dream for our dad. I mean, dad's dream to his kids, you know. So tulikuwa tumebaiwa even books that 2 classes ahead. So once you're done with class 1, you have class 2, you have class 3. So we had all that. So anytime my dad used to walk in, tulikuwa tunajiuliza, have you finished your homework? Madena akiingia, makosa za huku kando, uko sawa kweli, umeoga? You know, this time when there's a moment when tulipigwa usiku. Because tulikuwa tumejiosha huko mbele peke yake. Madali tuita. And I don't know why, because every time my mom used to make chapatis alikuwa na jam. So your day alikuwa amemake.
Ikitu yuko kejeji.
Ana kweli. Madali alikuwa amejam. Sasa we were doing our homework. And then now mzae pia ametushika ile side. So mzae anajua leo food ni fiti. So you guys won't finish your homework. So tulikuwa tumekuwa huko homework up to around 7. And you know, ushago 7 is giza. So time tunaenda kudishi, my mom tells us, you guys need to go and shower.
Kwanza.
Yeah.
Chapo ndio hiyo.
Manze.
Currency ishafika.
5 boys manze tulikuwa tunadishi. Ukitoka hivi kidogo, wazime tu light wawashe ugali imeisha. Sasa tukaambiwa go shower. So si tulikuwa tumeenda hapo tumefanya hivi. Aje hiyo time pia hakuna towel sasa.
Ali wapi bro? Unajitingisha. Tingisha kwa
akatuita kuja hapa. Akatupendua hivi.
Alikuwa anafanya
white. So that was a relationship that we had with our parents.
Hakuna mtu alireceive ile kofia mgongo.
Hiyo haikuwa tulikuwa na nyaunyo. Silikuwa na nyaunyo bana. But I thank my dad. Atungekuwa pale tuko sahi because we were messy. I remember I have so many stories, but there's this one. No,
it's okay. We have
this one
time.
There's this one time we were home. So my dad he's a big farmer. So we were harvesting so much maize tunaleta home. So there were so many workers at home, yeah. So mi na maujuaji zangu nikaona kuna 50 bob fulani imekaa kwa hii meza for a while. I think you wamesahau. Hata nikichukua hao workers ndo watablemiwa. So me I took it. Nikaenda nikaeka kwa bag. So my mom comes and asks, there's a note I put here. Nani ameona? Waka argument for like 2 hours. And then my elder bro akaniuza. Akasema, endeni kwa bag za watu ya shule. So my mom ndo ameenda library amepata bag yangu. I tell you this story because of the excuse I gave.
This is interesting.
Nilisema enda kulipa fee. Man, I was beaten. Hiyo siku nilipigwa bana.
Bro, fee 50 for bana Sunday school
So, nilikuwa young. I think I was class 3. Alikuwa tunamaliza 2 days bila kupigwa hiyo hao. Tulikuwa tunapigwa. I think the same year like I was a cheeky boy. So the same year my dad was making TV. Alikuwa anaunda TV. So there's this thing that connects the TV with the aerial, right? So I was there, you know, I was just, you know, ile design unataka kuimpress mzazi. I want to understand how this thing works. When you're not at home, I can make it. So I was there, then I got bored, yeah? Because this thing was not working. So nikapata the thing that connects the TV with the aerial. So inaka fiti. It looks like zile stuff ziufunika toothbrush. So me, I took that thing. Nikienda nikafunika toothbrush. So my dad ameshaunda TV, ameunda aerial, but that thing ya kuconnect hizi vitu mbili hakuna bana. So si mimi nimeshatoka nimeenda kucheza. So he calls me akaniuliza, there's something I'm looking for. Mimi namwambia Z. So they all knew where to get stuff, like kwa room yetu bedroom. So akapata nimefunika hiyo stuff. I remember it was a black thing. My dad alifunga sitting room na akatoa kila mtu nje na akatoa nyaunyo.
Kijana.
Tulipigana basically because ilikuwa vita, because when my mom came into the sitting room, the seats were rearranged like ilikuwa yani ulikuwa unaingia hapo chini anarusha inakupata hapo unatoka ukisukuma kiti. It was such a, I always remember these moments. I'm like, yeah, this guy shaped me.
Let me ask, in all this cartoonish behavior, which is the longest period you've ever stayed? You ever stayed without kuongelesha mzai?
Not much. Now we talk like every week.
But your time? Ile buda.
Ayo time sa tukienda boarding school si tumepoteleana. Because hata si hatuko nataka mzee akuje ho shule. Unaweza pigwa hata uko shule. So all this chickiness, I'll just fast forward this story. All this chickiness ilishia high school. So there's a time, even in high school I was a very cheeky boy, yeah. Nilikuwa na role na wase wa computer lab. So the guys would do comp, yeah. So there was this game ya chess, ilikuwa ukicheza a lady anatoa nguo. I don't know if you know it. So ukiwin demana. So we used to play this game up like 2 a.m. So we used to play this game up to 2 a.m. And then that day nilikas compla badi 2 a.m. So I slept there. So the morning, now time ya preps ndo nikamwa acha nitoke compla. So kuna msali ni seti. And nilikuwa nacheza hiyo game nikiwa na simu kwa mfuko because I had a phone and phones were not allowed in school. So when I'm going down the comp lab, the deputy principal comes and akachukua tu simu and told me, "Ebu go pack your stuff. Suspension ya kwanza." So I was like, in suspension too, I'll come back. So I came back after 2 weeks. I got suspended again.
But iye kwa uliambia mzee nini?
Alimwambia nilipatikana na simu tu. For the first time mzee yangu nichapa. I was in form 2.
Kambia.
Akaniambia we. So the second time sasa nilirudi asubuhi from my first suspension. I was suspended jioni.
Bro, nini mbaya?
So this was my turning point because nilifika home mzee akanikalisha chini, you know, and now he started talking to me. And he told me, everything that you're doing, remember, hii life ni yako, you know. So he never hakutupiga. So unajua sisi tulikuwa tumezoea makosa ikifanyika kifika home ni kupiga, ni vita tu.
So for the first time he sits down.
For the first time he didn't. So he sat me down akaniongelesha. And he talked for like
this. I mean, within a span of 4 hours. What was so wrong? What was so bad?
There's a teacher who lost. There's an art teacher who lost her keys. Yeah. So the day before I was suspended for my first suspension, I picked these keys. Yeah, but sikupeleka because they had a very nice key holder. So mi nikatoa key holder, nikatupa keys. So when I was suspended, sikuwa na time ya kujipanga like pick things from my desk, yeah. So time nilikuwa home, there's a guy who went to this art teacher's office and do some very funny drawings and some akatusi mwalimu hapo. So time walikuwa wanafanya search in my desk, they got this key holder. Mwalimu akasema hii ni key yangu. So this guy must be the guy who did that. So mimi narudi maze na iko kwa story hata sijui. Kamboenda home.
Did you try to beg or something?
I did. I was like, it's not me, you know. It's not. But now, how did this key find
itself into your locker?
Desk? Yeah.
So now you back home by June. Bro, ulikula breakfast.
Nilikula breakfast. But sasa tena nikomta. My dad was like, "What happened?"
Come.
You know. So tukakaa chini for like 2 hours, and he talked to me. Ilikuwa emotional moment. Unaona ile unapigwa but upigwi. Like ile unapigwa viboko. Reality, yeah. So at that moment nikaamua, hey, I've been nimesumbua wazazi sana. It's time to change.
Item firstborn wenyewe kwa wapi?
No, firstborn pia huko pia ni story. Yaani tulikuwa tunasumbua all round. Walikuwa wamekuwa I think suspended or expelled because they were in some high schools wakachujwa pia. So nimerudi home, si wote tuko home. Yeah. Kwa home wote sasa najiuliza, what kind of thing is this?
Bro, amwezi kwa mnakutoa nyinyi wote home. That's holiday.
Kwanza my elder bro alikuwa amefight, and then second born pia alikuwa amesneak shule akashikwa.
Bro, unasema si joke actually.
Tulikuwa home wote at the same time. Like sasa huyu second born wako home alikuwa kwa shosh. Alikuwa anasoma karibu na shosh. So shosh amepigia mada. Amemwambia, "Hey, bro yako bana, mtoto wako amefukuzwa shule." Hii ndio ilikuwa story. And then kiasi hivi mzee anapigiwa. Tumeka huyu mwingine kwa gari anakaa. So tulikuwa home, and then me I took it upon myself, and I was just talking to after that whole conversation. Nikajiambia hapa, I'm not doing right.
Something needs to change.
Something needs to change. I made my mind. Nikarudi shule, nikaomba msamaha, and that's how I joined rugby.
What is that one statement enye mzae alisema kwa hiyo 2-hour conversation?
No, the fact that
you're like, you know what?
The fact that he told me, this is your life. I might die tomorrow, and what will you have to show? You know, mi ndo nawalipia fee. What if I die tomorrow and someone wants to sponsor you, and akiangalia hizi grades zako, because nimekuwa away from school for now 3 weeks. Nimemiss exams. For the first time I was bottom 10 kwa shule.
Mama mshikomero.
Bana. Alafu najua sasa you have a library at home, you have all the books. Like you guys are, mko na everything, you know. Your dad has not given you any chance to like complain or perform badly. So all that ili sink in. Of which ningepigwa viboko, I think ingekuwa tu normal. Like ningerudi tu niendelee tu na hiyo. Of which sasa mimi ujiambia saa hizi sijui ningekuwa wapi. Because sasa singepita exams nikuja Nairobi. Ningekuwa tu huko tu Shago bado.
Ngoza juu ya ka Black Mamba.
Sasa ningekuwa huko sasa hivi ndo napigisha watu story hapo market, naambia vile mimi ni mnoma. But the guy changed our lives, bana. He really changed our lives.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he is. He is still alive.
Wow. If he's watching this, a big shout out to him. So now you go back, because I know the cycle has always been, when you go through such a transformative process, as a teenager, as a younging at that time, mso rudi ana join CU. Wao kuja ukajoin rugby.
Nilijoin CU by the way. I always have this.
You want to pick a CU chairman?
CU maze. So this time I joined rugby. So unajua tu vile training ya rugby ukua. And then there was people were fasting every Friday, yeah.
Bro, uko rugby aje na CU at the same time?
No, I mean, our captain was a CU guy. So I think alikuwa hata na cheo hapo CU. So moment nili draw the line, nile day nilienda kufast. So I went and fasted. And that day ilikuwa my best meal. So nilikuwa na fast for real because I was missing my best meal. Ilikuwa githeri. Githeri was my best meal in high school, by the way.
You had an option. You did have an option.
I did. Like kulikuwa na moments za ugali ndengu. Hizo zote, but githeri was my... by the way, usicheke lakini. Nilikula githeri paka hizi muscles zilikuwa zime. So kwa rugby walikuwa wananiita kichwa.
Okay, this podcast, we need to be serious.
So that's how I loved the meal.
Okay.
Yeah, so I fasted that day. And I remember, so fasting was lunchtime, yeah? So tulienda fasting, I prayed. So the moment we walk back to class, up to around 3. Up to around 3, I was not seeing. Like, sikuwa naona msee. Like, nilikuwa nimejistarve. That's where I drew the line of CU. Nikasema, see you mi na see you sato tu tupatane sato watu wakienda enta mi nitaenda see you nara unajua enta pia ilikuwa juu I never liked entertainment zone because the TV ilikuwa mbali, you know, so you get like from 4s from 3s wamejiseti and then like you alafu walikuwa weka movies zile za scene za usiku hata huwezi ona. So that's the only memory mimi kumbuka na see you.
Now I understand why you run fast. Ukifikiza mashida unakimbia. Unataka kutoroka memories.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's nice down the memory lane. So that's how I joined rugby sasa. Because I wanted something to keep me busy. Nisiji involved na peer pressure and all that stuff. So the first encounter ya rugby was in interclass. So cause nilienda team but nobody was paying attention because I'm a new kid, a disciplined kid. Jamaa alikuwa suspended last week, amechora kwa ofisi ya mwalimu nini, so they didn't want me there as much. So I used an avenue ya kuingia huko. So there was an interclass games, you know, Form 2s versus Form 1s. So your day nilikuwa naambiwa tutakuwa tunakupasia tu hii ball. The only thing you do just catch this ball and run. So mimi nilikuwa natupiwa tu ball, nashika tu nakimbia. That's how we won that interclass. And then we played against the Form 3s.
How did it make you feel? Because now you feel that this new you has immediately started paying off.
It was a good feeling because now I have something that I can fall in love with, you know, see my comp lab, see my peer pressure and nini. So I have something that at least nikienda class I'm thinking about something. And then there were also these trips that were coming up that were occupying my mind. So that was a good transformation for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so from that interclass, I was taken now seriously. So coach akasema, I want to give you a bit of skills, a bit of side steps, a bit of, you just know how to
maneuver around.
Kuhepa tu ase. So then in Form 3, Form 4 is when I joined the school team. And nilishine, by the way. Because for me, I always tell myself, since I was a young kid, if I put my mind into something, niyo. So I was very good. I scored tries against every school.
Nice.
Every school that we played against, I was scoring a try. With that, I was called to play for the under-20 rugby Kenyan team.
So you actually went and after school, you actually went.
So what happened? Actually, I didn't get a chance to play for the team, but I got a call up. So nilipata call up ya kukam to play for the trials now. Come for the trials in Nairobi for the under-20 sevens team. So when I came, the trial didn't happen. I don't know, for some reason they didn't happen. So then I just had team imekuwa selected and that was it. So that was the end of that dream. But I kept playing. I kept playing rugby.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do we find ourselves in Nairobi?
So I came first for the trials. I was staying in Ngong. Nilikuwa naishi Ngong. So it was hard by the Nairobi imenitesa lakini hata Mungu alinibariki na
shukuru. Nani alikulipia fare kuja Nairobi?
Mzae was very supportive. Like kwanza vile alisikia acheza rugby, some of the games he used to come and watch.
Nice.
So he was very, very supportive. So when I told him I've been called up to go and try the under-20, akasema tutakulipia fare. And then mse tulikuwa tunaishi naye was one of his friends. So he asked him kama anaweza kaa hapo kwake tukingoja hizi trials. So that's how I came to Nairobi for the first time. So when the trial didn't happen, I had to.
So you came for the first time. You came to Nairobi for the first time after high school.
Yeah, 2015.
Hata huko na rumors ya
I got culture shock bana. Unashanga kuna kuanga na building inapita 3 stories. Unajua huko Kitale tumezoea hapa tu.
Hiyo ni Sabina Joy tu.
Maze. So that was my first time kuja Nairobi. But nilipoteza. There's this time we were going for training. So after that trial, I was trying to get a club. So my first club that I wanted to join was Impala because most of the guys who played for Kamsinga walikuwa mingi Impala.
Yeah.
So I talked to the guy akaniambia hey, kuja tuko hapa Ngong Road. So mimi nimepanda basi Ngong Road. Nikaambia huyu jamaa unajua mimi sijui Nairobi. I told this guy usinipitishe please Impala. Ikifika Impala niambie. Yeah, nishuke because it's just like alighting on the other side and crossing to the other side. Yeah. So at some point nikaanza kuona huyu jamaa amenipitisha because sasa nilianza kuona tall buildings but unajua hapo Impala nilikuwa nimeambiwa hakuna tall buildings.
No, hizo ni mahouse za jamu nini na za akili maana akili hapo hakuna.
So this guy alisahau. Okay, akanifikisha tao. Manze for the first time after high school. Now times kulikuwa na Google Maps, I don't remember.
Na Google Maps. There was no Google Maps at that time.
So what I begged this guy bana. Fanya aje? Mtarudi Ngong. Acha tu nikae kwa gari. Nyipigeni raundi zenu, mtanirudisha Ngong, but he refused. Kaambia kijana shuka. Sasa nikashuka manze. I was following tu. Unaona ile unafuata tu mzee tu. Akitano unafuata mwingine.
Sasa unafuata
because you don't know where you are. You don't know where you're going.
Sasa ungeulizia.
Niulize waniibie. Nilikuwa na simu expensive ya 3K. Niliambiwa Nairobi unaibiwa.
Ndugu yangu.
There's this time there's a cousin of ours came at home akatuambia Nairobi unaweza kuwa umevaa bag na wakate. Ubaki na straps. So those are the stories I came with. You know. Kuna time ingine walikuwa wanasema sijui watu wanaekewa drugs. Wanaenda wanaibiwa. So I didn't want to talk to anyone. So me I'll just follow. Mi nitafuata tu. So I was just following guys for like 3 hours. Niko tu hapo tunapiga tu kagu. And mind you, I left home at around 2:30. I went back at 1 a.m. And it was ni good too because sasa when I was just doing my rounds hapo I had some guy shouting gong gong gong. Even ndo niliingia kwa hiyo mat.
I think sisi nimezaliwa Nairobi. I think we take it for granted. I think we really do take it for granted.
Nimepota itao. Now that was not the first time. But now like later that year
because ukujua afya center.
Sasa unajua afya center. By the way sikuwa najua afya center.
You know landmark.
Sikuwa najua afya center. Because now after that sasa nikatoka Ngong because now that trial never happened and you know nikaona hizi logistics ni hard. So I went to stay with one of my cousins in Kayole. Place naitwa Masimba. So while there, I joined the university nikiwa huko. So that was like in September 2015. I was called to do BSc Chem in Chiromo. So your time na join uni naishi Kayole. So I still wanted to continue doing rugby. So that's when nasa nikajuana na one of my brother's friends. Akaniambia they train at Railways. So tulikuwa toka Railways. The first time nilienda training nilitoka Railways around 7:30 and then now we're just walking on the street. Some unajua mkifika tao kila msana
anaanza kudisperse na jezao na kwa home.
Sijui pale mat za Kayole zinachukuliwa. Nilizunguka downtown up to around midnight. Nazunguka tu mazi sipati mat. Nilipata mat huko chini. There's this place ukienda Ngara with downtown.
Huko useza mautisi huko.
Huko like huko chini. Sasa nimezunguka hii tao for like 3 hours. Nilikuwa nafika home 1. Like 8 hours imenionyesha mambo. Imenifanya mambo.
Na time unajaribu kudate Nairobi?
No. Ayo time pia hata sikuwa na looks fiti. Sikuwa na looks.
Unaona kama vile unakukaa.
Angalia umetembea tao paka vumbi imejaa huku nyuma ya jeans. Hapo unajua sasa pia asi ati uko na nguo zile fiti, unajua? Like you're just operating on some weird clothes.
Self-esteem.
Alafu plus, you know, the stories tu tulikuwa naleta ushago. La mademu wa Nairobi, mademu wa Nairobi that, you know. So, it was tough. 2015 was tough. But then I got now my purpose in 2015 because the club that I joined, there was a guy who used to run Kitambo. So we played a couple of games. I was an MVP in a couple of them. Yeah. Nice. I was scoring tries. Yani nilikuwa nafunga tries kila game, not less than 3. And that was a university league. So then this guy tells me, I think you're in a wrong career. Because I used to run before and the speed that you have, I think ukiconvert to track, you'll enjoy. So at that moment, najiuliza how Kenya doesn't have sprinters.
So at this point, you haven't thought about
No, I haven't thought about
you
track.
were to ni rouge twende.
No, my dream was to get to the level of, rugby in 2016 was so good.
Yes.
Yeah, they won the Singapore Sevens in 2016. So the 2013, 2014, 2015 team was really good. So I wanted to be there. I wanted to be in that team. So that was my dream. I didn't want to do anything else. So this guy insisted, try athletics. So because of I'll insist, nikapigia mzae, nikamwambia nataka kufanya track. So he sent me to Gikosh to buy some spikes, the running shoes, na running tights. So alinitumia do by the
Mzae
kwa na sisi bana.
Alisema na dream na vision.
So akanipea do, nikaenda Gikosh, nikabai nguo, nikabai viatu. And then now I started training for athletics. Not like really training for athletics, but ile to the things we see online.
Normal.
Try kufanya. And then now I went for my first event in 2016. I'm still in rugby. I'm still playing rugby and still doing games. But for this, I just wanted to do it as a trial and error. Ile tu kwenda kujaribu tu kuona
nilijaribu. Kama ikatai. It's okay.
Yeah. So I remember that was my first event was in Mumias. So nilirudisha home bana. But it was fun because your time I knew Nairobi, nilijua hapa ni wapi, because I was now nilimove to the hostels sasa after a while, after tumeka Kayole nimeteseka, I moved to the hostels. So nilikuwa naishi hapa basically ni tao, because hapo university
that's basically town, so you know your way around.
So every Saturday nilikuwa natoka najipeleka tu tao, piga tu malaps, angalia nijue tao inakaaje, narudi hostel. So it was at that time nilikuwa najua tao. So I went for my first event. I never had the money, so I borrowed one of my friends from class. Kaambia mazee nataka kwenda event, unaweza ni boost. Tukateremka naye hapo bank, akani withdraw ya 5k akanipea. Nikaishia nikapanda basi hapo nyuma ya fire station. Safari ndo hiyo. My first event. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have never had any experience with this event. Not even in high school I've never done track.
Hey.
So it was hard by the pia, because najua pia tumetoka mbali lakini, because I remember we talked to one of our friend at to host Mumias. So we went to this, alikuwa mzaya naishi peke yake. Akatupikia chai hapo, strong tea na tunduma 1-2.
Na amesaidia.
Alitusaidia by the
ukweli,
alitusaidia sana. So that day tukaenda field, tulikuwa Mumias complex. So we got in there. So nikitoka Nairobi nilikuwa confident, like I was very confident I'm going to perform well, because I'm not that guy who loses, and I knew I had speed. So tumefika Mumias, tumechill too. I was the first guy on the field. Nilifika around 6:30 in the morning. So tumechill too, and then I start now seeing the athletes coming in. So the proper athletes. Karibu nirudi Nairobi. Wase wametoka manze, they are in sheds, wako na Kenyan kids. So the prisons, police and KDF guys were brought in buses. So buses hao zilikuwa zina camps na park hapo, and then they alight. So nikaangalia wase, nikasema I don't think this is my space. But then I told myself, I can't, nimepewa do, mzee amenibayadi nguo na viatu, na nakuja kushindwa bado.
At least two people have shown clear support.
Yeah, at least let me just do something, So the mindset that I had then is the mindset that I have now, even when I go into the international competitions. And that's what has been carrying me through. Because niligeta hapo manze nikasema, let me just get the line. I remember nilitishiwa sana. Like people were just, people were just speaking. Who is this guy? Uwe ni msa wa rugby? Nini?
Kuja kuluza hapa.
Hapa tutakupiga vibaya sana, And these guys were big. Like they were massive guys. Because I think they were emulating the guys from Jamaica. Because the previous sprinters walikuwa so big. So these guys walikuwa pia big guys. So then, tukaingia hapo hits, I won. Nikakuwa seeded in the semi-finals, I won. In the finals, I won. Nilibita
So ulikuwa medini after hapo?
Na nilikuwa raw, like I was raw. You know ile unaamka tu unakimbia.
Ile mini newbie.
Like ile tu unaona ile ya kufukuzwa maandamano. Hivyo ndo nilikuwa nakimbia.
So what are these guys telling you after that?
After that nilikuwa na kikao. So nikawapanga hapo, nikawaambia kaeni hapa sasa niwapange.
Mimi naishi Nairobi.
Mimi natoka Nairobi. una train wapi nawaambia? Unajua uko unafanya nini? Tunaweza kupea job, nawaambia hata job yenu tulieni kwanza, mimi niko shule. So hiyo time tulikuwa hapo kikao na wapanga, tunapiga story, everybody wants to know me. Kiasi nasikia jina langu inaitwa. Kujia bahasha. Sikuwa mimi I was just doing this thing.
Fair ilikuwa kujipanga tu and flow. So mimi niko poa.
Niko sawa. So nikaitwa bahasha bana. Nikafika hapo nikapewa bahasha.
How much?
Ka 5k pia. 5k tu, unajua.
Kanalipa hizi coach.
But I was so proud of myself because that was the first token that I've ever received. Since that was the first time I was being appreciated for what I'm doing.
Wow.
Yeah. And niyo day nilipiga sherehe bana. Sherehe yangu ilikuwa kudishi. Sherehe ile mbaya kudishi. So I remember this story, nakumbukanga story ya sherehe with this moment. Tumeenda kwa hoteli. So time niko na mafans. Niko na maboys hapo. Huyu jamaa anakata kwa mnoma. So we got into a hotel and I asked for food. Nikaitisha chapo 15. Tulikuwa tunadishi man.
Wait. Chapo
15. So that guy never served me. That lady never served me.
Ulikuwa umeoga?
Asikuwa nimeoga.
Ile ilikuwa time ya kutamana.
Nimefika hapo sherehe yangu ni hizi chapo 15.
15.
Msiniekeni tu supu. Kata hiyo kitu. They never served me by they served everybody else. They thought I was joking. So wakaniuliza uko serious for the last time? Wakaniletea lakini. So chef alikuja kuangalia ni nani? Yeah, so mse chef alitokea anaangalia ni nani? Jama hiyo time I was a bit short, I was puff. Nilikuwa nacheza rugby so
tenda ya chapati 15. Dada atakaita.
Nilipiga sherehe, nikaingia mat, nikulala dusa kuenjoy. And after that was my first time again being written on a newspaper.
Wow.
So they wrote on a newspaper, the rookies, there's a rookie coming, amepiga the season sprinters. That was a proud moment, manze. I was so proud of myself. And that's how everything changed, sasa. I moved into sprinting now full force. That's how I met even my coach. And that's how I moved into sprinting. And
how did you meet your coach?
So we were at UN. We were just training. So after Mumias, everybody has heard about this rookie who is running and stuff. So my coach was a sprinter before. So he was just doing his stuff at UN. So when we went to train at UN, because nilikuwa UN, tukaona msa anakimbia. So we had a chat with him, and then we asked him if he can give us some tips of sprinting. And that's how we started. So basically it was more of trial and error, because for him also it was about learning. He wasn't then he wasn't like a fully coach, but he was a previous sprinter, so akatupea knowledge too. So that's how we started. Yeah. So it was all trial and error. Tufanye hii kikubali, tunaiacha kwa program, tunasonga, tukifanya hii kikubali,
so hii time sasa, because there's now this professional life that you're trying to create, but then there's the personal part of you.
Yeah.
So how does Mama come in? And she's very supportive. I think where we met her when we were delivering the invitation card for Isukuti Fest.
Yeah.
So how does she now come into the picture?
So that was in 2016. So the same year, that's the year we met, because to meet in one of the university events. So I saw her and I was like, anakimbia fiti.
So you kimbia?
No, I mean like she was yellow. No, like from a crowd too, from anakimbia. Utaona tu jamani, who dem ni different, you know. So that's how we met, and that's how we became friends. And later,
so you didn't tell her your intentions from the beginning.
No. It was fast friendship, and then now tukakam.
Talking stage ilikuwa how long?
Around 6 months.
But when ndani unajua?
Anajua.
Kuna agenda na push.
Yeah.
Was she easily receptive?
She was. Okay, aliplay hard to get kiasi. Yeah, she played hard to get, but eventually unajua tu mwanaume ni mwanaume tu, unajua.
So 6 months bro ulikuwa nakazana strong.
Nang'ang'ana tu hapo.
Hiyo time lakini hauna do bado.
Hauna do, utafikiria vitu mingi ya nini na hauna do.
First date mlienda wapi?
Our first date was in Greenspan Mall.
Doni.
Yeah, because alikuwa naishi Bicenter, mimi nilikuwa naishi Kayole, time to go holiday sasa. So that's where tulienda our first date. It was in January, I think, the following year.
Hey.
Yeah.
Uka afford?
Alikuwa nimesave. Your time I had made the national team because I'd made the national team in 2017 to Bahamas for the World Relays. That was my first time taking a flight. So tulipo allowance. So I had some chums.
Some chums. You never said you want chums.
At least sasa niko independent, naweza buy dawa. Na kitu unapigia mzee yako akutumie 50 bob. Ubai Panadol.
Anakumsha kuna 50 bob ulificha.
Ya fee, ilikuwa fee.
Kulipa fee. My God. Let me ask, when because at this point, of course, you're starting to think about the future, where you will end up professionally, family-wise as a family man. What is that one thing that you're looking for in a wife?
At that time, I didn't have anything that I'm looking for in a wife.
She's a female.
By the she was my first love, like.
Oh, really?
I have like a girl before her, So ilikuwa tu tukikuwa tu sawa, si tuendelee tu.
Omanyala unajua kitu unasema. You know what you say?
I know.
So you are a virgin before? Because that's what you say.
In other words. Yeah.
Okay. What was wrong with some of us? Kimbia kwa mavichaka na mamiwa.
Yeah, she was my first love, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
But you didn't have any specific identity attached to a woman that you wanted?
No, at that time, no. Your time, sikuwa na... Like, unachekile mtoi umetoka ushago. Unaishi life. That's why this breakthrough athletics ilinipata na shock. Because I wasn't really expecting it. Because I'd done this thing for 6 years. And every time we try, we don't hit the mark. Every time we try, we're running 10.3 seconds, and that's nothing in the world. So every time we're trying, as much as I had this dream, like I want to run a sub 10, I knew I'll run a 9 seconds, but not that fast, For me, my dream was to be a professional sprinter, run 9 or 10 seconds, and, get a contract here and there, live the athletics life, and, move
That's
on.
it.
Yeah. So I'm going to easy dreams that is, this kind of a guy that I am right now. Track, life, family, sikuwa na your dream,
But now looking past over the years, what is that one thing about mama that you unasimanga, wow, hapa siku fail?
No, she's very humble, Unaweza ukipata dem mwingine akwe na boy ako na such kind of things, of course ataanza kurukaruka sasa. But for her, she's very humble.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it. Your routine before you get on the track. What are those things that you do before you get on the track?
So for race, for
whichever race, let's say main race, you're preparing for main race. What is your routine before?
So most races we run at night. Kuna race ukimbia at 10:30 p.m. So at that, like you have a whole day. So the best thing that you can do to yourself is just hydrate, because anytime your body is tensed up, your cells tend to hold water.
Okay.
So ziki retain water, and then you become dehydrated. So the most important thing we always do is just hydrate and try to distract yourself as well, because you can't be thinking about these 10 seconds for the whole day. You've been practicing, you've been training for it. So the rest day is always just live a normal life, like a normal guy.
It's as if nothing will happen.
As if nothing will happen.
But how did it? I mean, it's a major. It's a whole Olympics.
Yeah, I know, but you need to distract yourself, because anytime you're thinking about it so much, your body now starts to figure out there's something big coming, and then now you start, tensing up. You start having a lot of anxieties. So you need to cool down as much as you can, distract yourself as much as you can, because now we always say a calm before the storm. Like before we go into a race, unafokwe as
relax.
chilled as much.
Yeah. How many liters of water?
A lot. Sometimes we do 8-10. Yeah. Because at that moment your body needs water, a lot of water. Because now the muscles are just the cells are just retaining water.
So you could serve your time.
Yeah.
Who was this one person you met and you told yourself, you know what, if today Mungu ikatae kukimbia, nimeachieve?
Now I've had those moments a couple of times. When I was joining athletics, I was looking up to Johan Blake, the second fastest man in history. And then at the Olympics in 2021, I met him. We had a chit chat, and then nikaingia game nikampiga. I was like, manze, sasa mnirudishe tu home.
Sasa kuna kitu kingine.
Nimemaliza.
Tongareni ya munizike within 72 hours.
Yeah, I mean, like for me that was the moment nikajiambia yenyewe life can throw anything at you. Hiyo ndo moments zinafanyanga nikwe humble. Nice. Because these are the guys that I've been looking upon. Tumekuwa tunaona kwa TV. You've been having these pictures of them in your house. And now
Did
they
know you?
Before Olympics, no. After Olympics, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we exchange numbers?
Yeah, we do. We talk once in a while.
Hey,
yeah.
My G.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, from Tongareni, bro.
Yeah. And then there was this moment, Pia, that was last year. I've never met Bolt.
Yeah, it was about us.
Yeah, I've never met Bolt, but I went to Jamaica. But then when we were there, he was on a vacation. So then I told, the manager and the coach, of course, knew me. So we were having a chat, and I was like, hey, where's the guy? Where's the big guy? I need to meet him. I need to, So they were like, he's on a vacation with the family. So we were having dinner later on that day. And then he called to ask about me, and then they brought me the phone. So we had a video call with him, and we talked for like 15 minutes.
Hey.
Yeah. And everybody was like, hapo kwa dining room. Everybody now was looking at our table. I was like, mazeni nimefika.
Mi naongea na Bolt. Kwao shako.
So those moments those afanya pia najiambia life ni short. You can meet whoever. You can meet whoever. You can interact with whoever you want. So another moment pia ni our former president when they were first taking office in 2013. I was in high school, and my dad loves such kind of things, history and nini. So we were watching the whole elections like the whole time. So I liked the vibe, I liked his vibe, but I've never imagined at in time mitumse. So I just like the guy, every time he's on TV I want to watch and talk, not talk but just to listen how he's talking. Man. So then in 2021, when I ran the African record, he was there. So the moment I'm walking up this the VIP zone, nilikuwa all sweaty and stuff. So the president is here, manze, unajua zile handshake to respect and all that. Mzali nirukia manze. He hugged me na majasho zangu. So pia these are moments ananiambia nyewe how many years ago? 8 years ago. I couldn't imagine I could be here. But now I'm here.
Wow.
And then after those moments, you realize nothing changes. It's just you.
It's how you handle it.
Yeah, it's how you handle it. So nothing changes after those moments.
If I may ask, because the races you've won and the races you've lost.
Yeah.
When you lose a race, and the time, you of course, washatua the whole results.
Yeah.
Nina go through kichwa Omanyala that time.
So I don't like losing. I hate losing, but the last 2 seasons has been tough for me. Nime lose. Okay, of course I've won some. I've lost many. I've lost a lot of races. At that moment, inakuanga, how am I going to get back to the call room? Because now after the race, you have to walk through the mix zone. The mix zone is where the media is. And it's like rotations. You have to go through over 100 media guys who are just standing there. So, your moment ya lose race, inakuanga, how am I going to get out of this stadium?
I just want to go.
And maybe in some races you've told guys, nobody's going to beat me here. You know.
Which was your worst?
My worst race? Nimekuwa na kadhaa. I've had a couple of worst races.
Kwa hiyo ndege unarudi home.
Sometimes I don't come back home. I tell my manager, change the flight. I need to stay alone for a while.
Just go and cool
Yeah,
off.
so after races and sija perform the way I want, I always tell my manager to rebook my flights. So I come like a week later when everything is...
It's calm.
Yeah, it's calm, yeah.
Do you get into social media?
No, not in season. I don't read comments because everybody has an opinion, and some, of course, even after the Olympics last year, I felt like people were angry. You know, people had these high expectations on me, and there's something they wanted from me. But then, of course, sports is sports. You can't control your body. So things happen. You don't get to where you wanted. And I could see the anger even in the officials' eyes. They were angry, you know. They were just angry. Like that was one medal that we were looking forward to.
And you couldn't get it home.
Yeah. And you're getting into the Olympics as the fastest guy in the world. I had a 9:79 last year. And the Olympics was won by 9:79. So people were angry.
Were you angry at yourself?
I was very angry at myself.
What do you think was the problem?
At the Olympics, okay. The last 2 seasons, I lost motivation. I never had motivation at all. If the motivation was there, I think it was very small. Because when I started sprinting, I had this dream of like having money, traveling the world, having your own place, having cars. And then I got all these things. So after 2023, which was my best season, after that I lost motivation. Like, what am I working hard for? And track is hard, you know, like our sport is very, very hard.
It's not easy.
You know, the pain that comes with that sport is a lot. So at some point I was like, I put athletics number 3 in my priorities. So I think that's what happened. And that changed a couple of months ago when I got injured. I had a very bad injury before we went for the World Championships this year. And I realized I was not given. I had worked hard for it. You know, in my mind I was telling myself, you can wake up and run fast anytime. Because you've already crossed that bridge, you've already crossed that line. You can wake up and run fast. But 3-4 months ago, I realized that was not the case. You can get injured, you're not immortal. So at that moment, I changed my mind. And even this year, October is supposed to be our rest month, but I didn't want to rest. So I told my coach, we're not resting.
Determination.
Yeah, we're not resting. So now I have so much motivation. And if anyone has not beaten me this year, they'll never beat me again.
How long do we expect to see Omanyala on the track?
I'm giving myself at most 10 years.
10 you're done?
10 years, yeah. At most 10 years. And we're out.
So from there, because you did biochem?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a specialist in chem. I'm a DCI. I am a businessman. I'll go on with my stuff. I'm thinking of managing and coaching athletes as well. Yeah.
Wow. I tried running. I realized the only best thing I could do was run away from problems. Now
That's still good running.
And now I have no motivation because
you don't have problems.
They are not there anymore. Shida tu ni kuoa.
Zitavute.
My God. But you have handled fame so maturely as you almost finished. What do you think are the tricks that you've applied as a person, even as a brand, to make sure that no matter what, Omanyala still stands as a very mature brand within and without?
So the best thing I've learned about, this kind of person that I am is respond to what matters, and what doesn't matter, don't respond to it.
Ignore.
Yeah, ignore. If I at this moment, sometimes I go through what people say. I would have replied and talked back to people so badly. But I tell myself, does you know this guy? No. Do you know this guy? No. Does he pay your bills? If you die today, will he even come to your funeral? No. So just like, just leave it. Yeah.
Push it aside.
One thing I always tell myself is, there's this quote that I always say: we come from humble families, old towns with sad stories. We are here to change the storyline. We're not here to compete or impress anyone. So whatever happens at the end of the day is on you. You decide to mess your life today, that's on you. So nobody cares.
Focus.
Yeah. And that quote really makes me stay humble, because I know, and like the experiences I've told you, I know that life can give and take. What you have right now, everything that you have right now, it can be taken away in a snap of a finger, And we work so hard for a life that can end any time.
That's the unfortunate thing about life. All these things, we just buried the right honorable Raila Odinga the other day.
Yeah, that was emotional.
And after all that legacy and wealth and influence, he was still reduced to a 6 feet space.
Imagine. No, you're not buried with your houses. Not even your kids will go with you. Yeah. And again, the first birth was done by someone. And the last birth as well.
By someone.
Done by someone. So, tulia tu. As much as we are working so hard, of course we want good life and stuff. But remember that, hizi vitu zote unatafuta, tutaziacha hapa. Tutaziacha kwa hii dunia. And what will be after you leave?
Legacy.
Yeah.
Hey. Thank you, sir. Oh, my goodness. I like how we've ended on that one.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Africa's fastest man, Omanyala, live on Lessons at 30 with Dr. Ofweneke. It's been such a beautiful, amazing story. Laughter and deep teachings in it, right? And I think what I'm carrying home from class today is, yes, even within your chickiness, check, there's something about the chickiness that will benefit you in life. Just sort yourself out, use your chickiness on the positive. Right, that's what thing you need to do.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, and please give a big shout out to Mzae.
Hey, Mzae Maze. Dishono Murwa. You've been a great pillar of our lives actually as a family, and of course my mom as well. Mzae madhe alikuwa ananitumia unga nikiwa kampo.
Hey.
So hapo ni
Messi yangu na save.
Unabuy tu kitungia 5 na karoiko kiasi katubo cube.
Makarusha pale
survive Maze, thanks to the parents. And now they are living life.
Now they're enjoying.
Yeah.
Keja ni hao tu. Wakina Omanyala.
Madhe kwanza anakulia kitu mbaya.
Kushinda wangu. Pale shiada. Ule ndo mama Ofweneke. Ni mimi. Mama kuna mtu amekuuliza. Lazima wajue.
Wakienda matanga harusi yako front seat. Kwanza kumweka hapo front seat.
Uko kama mimi nakopa kutuma pesa, kutumia mother pesa for the weekend. But mother amenunulia mtu jeneza.
But let them enjoy.
Let them enjoy. Oh my goodness. Big shout out to our parents. Thank you so much, guys, for always standing by us and believing in the most weirdest of careers that later on actually end up putting the dignity of the family on upscale. Ladies and gentlemen, Lessons at 30 with Dr. Ofweneke live on Dr. Ofweneke TV. Asanteni sana. Make sure you download a Koro loan app. If you're watching the show and you need something to sustain yourself in Mistime Meisha, gas Meisha, you need to travel somewhere, you need to do something, and maybe you're short on cash, just download Koro loan app, right, either on App Store or on Google Store, so that you can sort yourself out as well immediately. Then apart from that, we have not finished Shamba Zetu. Make sure you contact Username Properties. We'll be waiting for you. And at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, Lemfi is waiting for you. Of course, we are sending money across Africa from Europe, UK to Africa in the safest way possible, right? Brought to you by 92 Productions, 92 Degrees Creative Hub Production. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
The euphoria around town is crazy.
Koro kwa kila mtu. Guys, Koro wanna sort all types of people. Mama mboga, Koro. Nduthi guy, Koro. lady, Koro.
I just received my cash from Koro. Just quick and easy.
Download Koro and say hello to easy lending.